Hey everybody, Austin here for the 2013 Worship Catalyst update for the month of August. I told you last month that we were going to do a summer review, and that's what we're going to do. But before anything else, I want to say this. Cammie and Finley and I will be in Houston the weekend of September 7th and 8th, and we're going to be doing a dinner there like we do every year, hosted at Copperfield Church. Just to say thank you and to kind of give you a report of all the things that God's been doing. And so if you live anywhere in the Houston area, please reply to us. Austin at austinryan.com, and let us know that you'll be there. We'll save some seats for you for that dinner on Saturday night, September the 7th. It's really going to be a great time, so I hope all of you can come if you live anywhere close to Houston. So just let us know in the next few days, okay, if you don't mind. That would be awesome. All right, so let's talk about the summer review a little bit, and we'll back up all the way to the end of May, beginning of June. For the last year and a half, as most of you know, we've been working on the island serving a lot of the churches in the island of Maui. Long story here, but basically we've been headed towards a couple of different things. One of them is building a Worship Catalyst Hub on Maui, which is coming along great. In fact, let me give you a little bit of activity here. They've already started to work in 3 different churches. A 4th one is coming online that they're starting to work with. And now that the hub is kind of there and people are starting to find out, they're calling our hub connectors there. I'm going to show you a picture right here of the leaders and me. That was back in the spring when we got together, and great guys. And churches from all over the island are calling these guys saying, "Hey, how can you help?" And so they're walking Worship Leader Essentials through them. They're trying to connect musicians, and they're doing a lot of training and helping churches and stuff like that. So be praying for those guys out at Maui. They're doing a great job. We'll continue to work on building that hub. The second thing that we were doing is working to build a band that could actually play at the summer youth camp for the whole island of Maui. And so here's some of the video of them playing. They did an amazing job. They had the leaders had first thought they would bring some of our team over to do the music and all that, but we thought it would be better from within for them to do it. And so these are high school and college students that led. And since camp, they have led 4 or 5 other island-wide events that people heard about them, saw them, and are just using them like crazy to lead worship for various things. So it was just a great event, great thing, and that whole Maui trip was a really perfect thing. Move forward a little bit, a couple of weeks, and Ben Lund, who is our Las Vegas connector, and I went to San Diego to connect with some churches. Back in the spring, a few of us went out to California to be at an event there called Catalyst. It was a conference, and you see us in our booth there, talking to people, talking to worship leaders and pastors and stuff, trying to get them to understand what we do and see if they want to have Worship Catalyst presence in their cities. Well, since then, we've kind of continued to connect with a few of those people that we met, and it looks like that we have at least 3 areas that are ready to be hubs, and they're all down in Southern California, San Diego County, and another one potentially in South Orange County. As the churches kind of go through some transitions there, they're going to have a merger, and there will hopefully be a Worship Catalyst hub as well. So that whole Southern California, we're starting to really have some activity down there, and so that's great. Ben Lund, actually, that you see there with me, is going to be doing a lot of the training for them. In fact, he's kind of transitioning into a hub coach role, so he opens some of those, and we'll talk way more about that later. All right, another thing is Zona. We already talked about that last month, so we don't have to review that. And then the last thing is the San Antonio and Dallas. Cammie and I spent some time in San Antonio and Dallas at a couple of different conferences. Just real short here, we have developed a relationship with the Baptist General Convention of Texas. And it is their desire that whenever they have a church plant in Texas, that we would be there to do some training and team building and discipleship and spiritual development with their leaders. And so we have a presence in Dallas, and through Brian Graham, we have some activity in Houston. But honestly, we need your help on this, because we are looking to build hubs in the Austin area and the San Antonio area, as well as potentially Fort Worth. And so what we need to know is people that you know, and also in other parts of Houston other than Northwest. And if you know some people, worship leaders or other people that are involved in that in their local churches that have a passion and a heart for what we do, I would love to talk to them, because it could be that there's a great connection there. We can start to build a hub through some of those folks. And so let me know if you know some folks like that. And then we went to San Antonio was to connect with some of the Baptist leaders in that denominations, some of the people that do the church planting. And then finally, we went to Dallas a couple of weeks after that, and that was for a big conference where we connected with people from all across the country and even Canada that are in the church planting world. And these relationships are just starting, but they very well could lead to a lot more activity in the hottest areas where most churches across the country are being planted, in just about a handful of cities, maybe 30 cities. And so it's our privilege to continue to kind of reach out and do this. And again, last thing, come to Houston and be a part of our dinner. Let me know about that. And hopefully that caught you up on our summer. We'll talk to you next month. We've got some more stuff we got coming down the pipe. So anyway, God bless you guys, and we will talk to you soon.